drafted, but this game is very much going to be about Canyon. It's kind of feast or famine on him, and Delight opts to go for the Bard, something we have seen him play a little bit last year, and not going for those melee supports. Going to have some bit more range pressure in the lane, and also very effective against things like Hwei and the Ashe with that longer range ult for picking them.
And so far, Group Elder is winning more. So we'll see if Gen.G can get the win tonight and continue with that, or will Homolife Esports be able to turn the tides? Let's jump onto the rift for game one.
Okay with how this has turned out. Obviously, a lot of information was kind of tried to be found with those wards, but when you kind of walk towards mid and then just split, it's really hard to know until the last second where you're going to end up against.
Objectives work, and the fact that first tower is a feat of strength, I was like, oh boy. I mean, we're getting lane swaps. It's just a thing. And Peanut never changes, even with the increased damage. Ooh, very nice flash away from the Vines. Peanut takes a massive shot. Big dive on the bottom side as well. Fighting for first blood. Who's going to get it first? This dive is not going to work, though. Duro nearly dies, and Keen will go down. And that'll be first blood here for Homolife Esports. Gen.G, they want at least the kill. Will they get it? Yeah, no, they will not. They will not get the kill. And Duro goes down. The spear lands.
They're too low, they can't.
And Zeus just laughs in their face.
And I feel like this is the hallmark of Zeus and lane swaps. Oh, he's looking for more!
Oh, man. And Ruler with barrier so close. I didn't go for the 45. I'm sure some people might think Gen.G have the 55%er, which is fair, but I personally did not believe so. For us, Homolife Esports just on paper looks like the most solid squad coming in to the beginning of this one, especially because they kept 4 players together, and they have, you know, potentially the best top laner with the Renekton. The Renekton also, as a pick, generally should be pretty good in the side lane. Chovy is just gonna ult Zeka just for safety to get away. But yeah, you're also picking Renekton, as I was saying.
And the Dragon's up for 2 minutes, so Gen.G already moving over to look to try and secure these. And we see Peanut on the bot side. This could actually end up being a really favorable trade if they can get the tower, but it's still quite healthy. So they can get it low, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it in time. And Keen does have teleport if he wants to move back. So Peter will just pick up some camps.
The question is, how much use are they going to get out of it? You can see everybody pretty much is up on the top side, so they're really trying to get as much use as possible. Zeus goes in. Bard ult is decent, going to catch the Renekton in Dominus. So Keen and the team just going to have to abandon the dive. Really what it does, as that TP was interesting, but at least pushes them off. Yeah. Do not face check that brush. They're all there again.
Bit of an odd TP coming in from Zeka. They're going for the redive.
Yeah, I mean, especially on this one. They're just gonna line up the CC, immediately kill Zeus. There's an arrow straight into the Bard as well. That is a dead Bard, as Peanut desperately trying to peel for the team, but everybody flashes away. Very nice couple of kills lined up here for Gen.G, and that tower is getting dangerously low.
Oh, Ruler looking for Viper.
The Nidalee really and the Hwei, and a decent amount of CC to line it up. Valkyrie, pretty strong ability. It's going to get him to safety, but they clear everything out. They notice, hey, Homolife is just not here, so let's just take a free Drake and a free feat of strength completion. Chovy going to miss some abilities.
Gen.G trying to help Chovy apply pressure. Considering HLE had that good start, had that first blood, it is looking like the feats of strength likely to go over to Gen.G here. And yep, 6 scrubs, they should just be able to pick this tower up pretty easily. Definitely feels like they've regained lead isn't that significant. The control may be in their favor, but a throw, even just smite steal, could be huge for HLE here. And Gen.G have started it up. They feel like they've done the homework, and now it's on HLE to try and contest this one.
Yeah. And you don't have to fully commit to doing this objective. The Varese just out of con doesn't do all that much damage if you're kiting it pretty well. They've got it down to half. They are threatening it. Zeus does have a nice angle with the Hex Gate behind them. And you can see that Chovy immediately is worried about that, but he's got Keen for that. There's the arrow. There's the Leona ult, but the Bard ult to come in to try to save Peanut. Can he get away? No, he just gets rooted and immediately decimated. Canyon goes golden and will survive, and now it's a 5v4. Although Keen is kind of fighting a 1v1 here against Zeus. Zeus getting pretty low, and he will go down. Tries to flash away and can't do it. Ruler on his ass. His huge Ash that he always loved to play. He's playing it once again here in this game, and he wanted blood, but you can see how LCK Esports immediately just had to give up the point.
Just flawless execution from Gen.G there, really just taking their time. The CC connects, and you see the concept of composition. It's so hard for a Zyra, especially one with no flash, to play into this composition. You know, you're not getting like a significant lead in lane. You ulted Canyon, who he just healed and immediately mitigate all the damage. You're gonna like collect it into IE, so like you need a lot of time before you're really pumping relevant numbers. And
there it is again. I mean, Mikhails is available, but does it matter is the question. Peanut doesn't get to play the game. He's just out of there, and he says, well, sorry guys, I did everything I could. Delight presses Mikhails immediately.
Yeah, it means you don't die, and that's about it. That is the only difference. I do believe he Mikhails, but it wasn't showing up in the scoreboard, so I think that's why it's gone away now, because we're having some issues there. Should be.
Yeah, I think it froze or something.
But yeah, now Gen.G, I mean, you have the Atacam buff, so why not just go for the Baron? Health bars are low. It looks scary, but kind of mistake there from Chovy.
Yeah, trying to get in.
Zeka!
Oh, Zeka! What was that? He's just gonna die. Maybe it was a bait all along, but they've got revives. That's okay. I mean, yeah, you got two of them, but Delight might go down here as well. Keen thinking about it. But nah, yeah, he's just gonna get revived. And now there's just no mid laner for you get all of that. But you still don't have a mid laner, so there's still a free objective for Gen.G, and now they're on Hextech.
Wow. Zeka just hit level 16. Viper's getting through like the power trough that the Caitlyn has. We did just see a TP from Chovy there. A heavy commit bot lane to try and get Zeka. Zeka also doesn't have TP. The HLE like, okay, it's Baron o'clock. Maybe Zeus is calling this from his T1 days.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, especially because Chovy isn't there to poke, but the issue is you've still got Italy, so yeah, not a bad idea, but now you've kind of just leased the Baron for the enemy team, who's much stronger than you. How about LCK Esports? You gotta get in the pit. You have to get a steal here for Peanut. That's really the only way, as Keen is in that backline. He is distracting. Zeus is doing nothing. He's just running away. They're keeping it leashed, and they turn on the Peanut. Down goes Zeka, down goes Zeus, and this is just a massive slaughter in favor of Gen.G. Viper, no longer for this world. And that is a just straight up ace, very clean. Nobody dies on the side of Gen.G.
You can see the patience from Gen.G. It never felt like they were rushed into that. They knew that they had the advantage. They knew they had the pressure, and just waiting until the right abilities hit, able to punish HLE for that Baron start. And now, remember, they have 6 scrubs. They can just end here. The quickest respawn is going to be Delight. There's nothing you can do. And Gen.G will take the first game in this series.
Yeah, just like that. Really clean stuff from them. You know, there was the one dive issue early on, and from there, they just tightened it up, and it was all their game the entire rest of the way. So really, you don't really have a good way to get back in the game.
Yeah.
Even with Delight ulting 2 people, even with Zeus trying to flank, there was always a very easy answer for Gen.G. So they're really gonna...
So it kind of feels like Gen.G are all in on the ruler carry and kind of playing around the Galio and the Xin peeling for that Jinx. And HLE are like, let's kill ruler. That is their plans in some of the other teams. Like a Gen.G win, not that big of an ask, if we're going to be honest.
Absolutely. Well, here's game 2. Let's go.
A lot of tools to connect on a ruler. But we're in a situation where you have a Galio who can kind of just one-shot waves later and roam. And you have a Jace who should have pressure in the side lane. You have Jinx, Lulu into Trist, Rakan. That is a brutal lane. Levels playing melee into Aurora, not fun. See that more on top lane. But Galio, just one of these champions who can kind of just spam abilities in the way.
Oh, look at this. The Ornn Rakan lane trying to make something happen, and they're going to pay for it. Walks on top of the choppers and gives Rulers Jinx first blood. It could not have gone any worse for them.
I'm just not sure what they thought would happen in that situation. Yeah, especially you enter a lethal tempo Jinx. They have barrier heal, whereas you have okay, Keen limit testing a little bit there. It made me wonder if like they were trying to pick it because it was a potential flex, like compared to other picks. But I'm just like,
he plays very mid.
I mean, true. But yeah, it did feel a bit odd. But we're seeing a setup for the Grubs now. HLE have learned from last game, don't give 6 Grubs to the other team. Canyon might have to flash.
Yeah, I mean, he's not level 6, so he's in the pit, and then he's out of the pit. But kind of catching them here. A bit of damage already from Ruler. They're trying to turn on a Chovy quick. Charm does come down. Viper jumping in. They want to get the reset on Ruler, and they might just be able to do so. Viper finally gets it, but Peanut's going to go down. So there's the trade. Duro on the run. Should eventually be taken out, but looking for the grubs here is Gen.G, and maybe a bit more. Zeus trying to stick around. Viper has survived, but I don't think I'm going to be able to say the same about Zeus. He'll be taken down, and they give the kill over to the Xin Zhao as much as possible and get turret plates.
Yep.
And he's already got 2.
Yep, 2 grubs coming in early, definitely helping out with that damage on towers. So the gold lead in the top lane already is massive. Like, although Zeus is picking up a lot of farm, really falling far behind. They have found Canyon.
Yeah, I mean, they do. He has his ult up, but that's a Vi. Loves that very much. Gets inside the circle. Canyon smites away the blue and then just dies. So Peanut will secure that one for himself.
Who is tanky, but not doing that much damage right now.
Always press tab.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe one of the check those items. It's like, oh, Chovy's on me! It's like, okay, but it's tank Chovy. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
They do want to try and get a grub here. HLE to deny. Great
Oh,
taunt.
deny on the Ornhorn. Chovy in the front, and look at the double knock up there with the Xin Zhao and the Lulu just tanking up so much, and Ruler is totally safe, and he gets the snipe. He's excited, and he's looking for more. That's a kill on the Ornn, and Zeka, maybe he gets away here with his ult, but that is the saddest ult usage we have seen here in the LCK Cup. Gen.G, they're in position, and they take down the... Apparently, we didn't all know that Doran was the shot caller of Hanwha Life Esports, because it seems like with Doran gone, they're just a mess. Like, so far, they have not really played very well as a team, and I think that's putting it lightly. As now trying to set up something here onto Gen.G, but TP is coming in from the Galio. They're looking to take down Canyon, or that's Peanut, rather. And that's just going to be free. As meanwhile, a couple of 80 carries going head-to-head. The barrier, though, available, and he jumps over Ruler just to die.
HLE getting demolished right now. Looking for some more pressure here on Zeus.
And they might just be able to take him down. Nice knockups do come in, and they're tanking that turret, but Chovy is just so tanky. It's unbelievable. And yeah, that's going to be the end of these two. Hanwha Life Esports, who said it, Gen.G are just... They are just steamrolling them here. This is not very close at all.
I mean, they wanted revenge for the summer finals, and they are getting it right now. 2.3k gold lead, 14 minutes, man. So, I mean...
Oh, I don't want to watch this again.
You burned barrier against Chovy's damage earlier, and yet you still go for this play, and you eat the zap, you eat the ult.
Yeah, the ward too. Guy what to do, who's a little bit newer in the LCK. And he's got the talent to do it. Now, Canyon is going to get isolated here once again. The Vi ult does come in, but look at the huge redemption heal, and they just don't have the damage. They're finally going to get onto that backline, but then Giant Rocket is going to hit Zeka as well, but he is going in. So is Viper. That's a couple of kills now, but Ruler looking for something, but he's going up against 5 people.
Oh, the Galio ult
coming in, and now you've got a front line for Ruler to just go absolutely insane in this fight. Zeus. Oh, he's looking for Peanut, actually. He's got it, maybe. One rocket, no, not quite, but he will absolutely take at least a triple kill in this one. And it was a 3v5 that Gen.G were fighting.
You know, it looked good for HLE because Ruler wasn't there. And the second he turned up, it instantly looked good for HLE, sorry, but oh, Peanut should be able to kill Juro here, I think.
Yeah. Well, about being a rookie. I mean, he's not technically a rookie anymore, but yeah. Trying to get some wards down.
Oh, more action coming through. They actually have a lot of armor shred from the Vi onto this Galio.
He's still so tanky.
Yeah. All things considered, you kind of been slacking that department.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it. It's not my forte.
He's still a new dad. I think everyone at home.
That's the thing, you know. I'm like Duro, you know. I'm just face checking in the jungle by myself when I do my dad jokes. So give me some time. I'll work on it.
You're a rookie dad.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Do you see Gen.G trying to force HLE away here and doing a pretty good job of it? And I feel like this is now just going to be the play around Ruler and let him shoot things style of play from Gen.G. Heading up towards top side where they don't currently have a wave, but they are just clearing out all. Oh, the level 10 on flank.
Okay, well that ult's going to hit Canyon. That's not Ruler, but maybe Zeus can land it. Yeah, he's going to be able to land it. Ruler in a bit of trouble. He's got the Rakan on him as well, but the knockups are coming in from the Lulu, and he has the front line. They can't take him down. He will win the fight once again with his team. Life Esports overextend. And Gen.G, man, with Ruler, they just looked like on a whole new level. And they were already so good.
Feels like he never left, honestly. Fitting right in with Gen.G. The team are playing around him, defending him, and he's just popping off. I think HLE, I mean, the gold lead is one thing, but also they just didn't have anyone who did damage hitting Ruler. So he kind of just tanked the CC, the team peeled, and then he turns around and just decimates.
You would assume here. A lot used to try to get onto Ruler
The
here.
problem is, like, Zeus is level 10. He's lower level than Ruler, the 80 carry. And he's the only one who really has access to him, except you have the level 7 Rakan who managed... Oh, and look at his health. They nearly get him under half HP. Wow.
Viper jumps in.
Yeah.
Wait, he's got Lulu and Barrier and Shield and a Galio in front of him.
You know what I'm going to say? Even if they were even in gold, that would have been a rough fight.
All right, let's listen to their comms here. Just hit the front line. He's calling for the Penta, which is really funny because it got stolen away by Keen. I'm not sure if he got 4.
Ruler probably there like, wait, you lost these guys?
All right, well, you've got the buy this time. Maybe this is enough. I mean, to be honest, it should be. And finally, Life Esports find the angle. And now where's the damage on Gen.G? I mean, you've got a Jace, you've got a tank Galio, Peanut taking a bit of damage. And they're super far down on gold, so Gen.G are still considering taking this fight even without Ruler. They say, who needs 80 carries in 2025? We'll just go in with our tank Galio. Look at Toby. He's just punching them.
Dash.
He's just punching them. Yeah, he stops the dash, but he's going for Delight instead. And will take him down. He wants Peanut as well, but the shield comes in. And
you know what? That was actually exactly what HLE needed. The Black Cleaver and the, they're looking to contest.
Arakan, the taunt there on Peanut. He's not going to be able to try to get in. And yeah, that's just Arakan buff. And Life Esports, they had to do something. The Rockets are coming in. The Zap and the big one will take him down. Ruler not messing around. And he will be looking for a bit more. Zeka not long for this world either, as they don't quite have a wave in mid, but they've got Arakan buff, and they have Ruler, who is now, I believe, 12-1 on the Jinx. This is an 80 carry. You give him a hyper carry, he will carry your team, and they drafted a wonderful comp around him. It's all looking just beautiful.
Particularly
today.
Jinx. I'm just getting flashbacks from 2023 MSI, where he just ran the tournament on this pick, honestly, and good luck, HLE.
I mean, yeah. Good effort. It doesn't give you any points, though, for doing that. Maybe they can stop the base from going down, but there's 5 revives available, so good luck with that as well. Peanut's going to go down. Not going to have a Penta angle for Ruler, by the way, as he is going to be revived. We got TPs coming. This game is over, guys. Gen.G are, a casual 16,000 gold ahead, 23 minutes in. And they will finally look to end this game after picking up some extra KDA, just a little bonus. And there you go, Gen.G absolutely smacked down Life Esports. The 2 comps we saw from Gen.G as well, I feel like especially this one really highlights what Gen.G can do, especially when you've got a guy like Toby. His champion pool it's a champion ocean. He can play.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation, joined by Ruler on the side of Gen.G, who just got a 2-0 victory. Congratulations. It's great seeing you, Ruler. Congrats on the victory. How do you feel? During the match, I felt like my heart was about to burst, but I think my teammates did so well, so I'm really glad. You didn't really
이렇게
seem that
긴장을
nervous.
심하게 한 적은 처음이라서
Did you try to suppress
저도
it?
오늘 좀
You know, I've
신기하고
never felt
놀랐습니다.
this
그
nervous
정도로 룰러 선수도 긴장을
like this
해주셨다고
before.
말씀해주셨고
So I was
정말
also
많은
quite
팬들이
surprised.
그룹 바론과 그룹 장로의 수장들의 대결인 만큼
You know,
기대를 많이
we were so
모아주셨습니다.
excited for the
승리
battle
요인은 어디
of the
있다고 보시나요?
representatives between
오늘
Group
승리
Baron
요인은
and Group
일단
Elder. So
저희
what was the key to today's
저
victory?
말고 다른 멤버들이 너무 진짜
You
뭔가
know, aside
콜도
from me,
되게
the other teammates
잘 해줬고 그냥 뭔가
in
플레이 하나하나
Gen.G
되게
had
너무
really
잘해서
good
그게
shot
좀
calls,
승리
and
요인이지
every
않았나
single
싶습니다.
playmaking was actually really carried out very
오늘
well.
진짜 다
So
잘한 것 같아요. 그러니까 제가 좀
Who do you think
아쉬웠었던 것
played
같고 다 잘했다고 생각합니다.
well
그랬던 것 같습니다.
today,
저는
especially?
아쉽진
I think
않았고요.
everyone
드로
really
선수와 이제
played
대회에서 첫 번째
excellently.
합을 맞추셨습니다. 어떠세요? 잘
This is
맞으시나요?
your first match with
일단
Duro.
지금을 합을 평가하기엔 좀 애매한 게
first
이제
of all, I think it's a little
라인전을
too
좀 많이
early
하다
to
보니까
say
이제 좀
about our
라인
synergy
싸움이
or
너무너무 좀 많이 나와서
teammates.
아직은
I
좀
think
더
because
지켜봐야 할
you
것
don't really get to
같아서.
do
네,
a lot of laning
드로 선수뿐만
because of
아니라
all the
또
lane
초비
swaps that we're
선수와의
seeing
합도
so
굉장히
far.
좋아 보였습니다. 특히 이 세트에는
And your
갈리오 징크스가
teamwork
같이
with
있으니까
Chovy
이
was
합이 정말
just as
폭발하는
fantastic.
느낌이었는데
And especially the
오랜만에 초비 선수랑
Jinx
대회
and
같이
Galio
해보니까
combo.
일단 지훈이는
How was
확실히
playing with him after such a long time?
늘
You
볼
know,
때도 엄청
Chovy?
잘한다고 생각했는데 같이 하니까 역시 더
Every time I
잘해줬구나
see
생각을
him
많이
play, he's
했습니다.
always really good, and I feel
많은
like
분들이
right now
궁금해하시는
I
점이
can
있습니다.
tell that he's
이번
gotten
LCK
even
컵에
better.
들어서 지금 징크스가 전승을 기록하고 있거든요. 이번 녹서스
And
테마
Jinx is
그리고
actually
이번
on an
메타에서
undefeated streak
징크스의
so
어떤 점이
far.
좀 부각되고 있다고
So
보시나요?
what about Jinx is so strong in this meta?
라인에서도 되게 괜찮은 모습을 보여주고 있고
You know, even
그리고
in
진짜 녹성
lane
갔을
swap,
때
she's very
되게 좋은
decent to
모습을 많이
use.
보여주는 챔피언이라고 생각해서
And I think
그런 부분들이
this champion is especially shines during team fights as well. So
큰
I think
요인을
that's
하고
why
있다는
her
것
win
같습니다.
rate
계속해서
is so
사랑받을 수
high.
있을까요?
그건 잘 모르겠어요. 좀
Do you
더
think we'll keep seeing
해봐야
her?
할 것 같다고 생각합니다.
I'm not too sure about that. I think we'll just have to play it out.
거두면서 지금 그룹 장로 4대
And with
1로
Gen.G's
앞서나가고
victory,
있는데요.
Group
초반부터
Elder
이렇게 치고
just
나갈 거
secured 4
예상하셨을까요?
wins.
일단
So
예상을
did you
전혀
expect
하지
to get
못했는데
so ahead?
역시
You know, it was definitely not
장로가 더 세다고
predictable.
생각을 했는데
I did
역시
not
그
expect it
결과가
at all.
나타나고 있다고
I knew
생각합니다.
that
자신감
you
있는
know,
모습
Group Elder was
보여주셨는데 그럼
very strong.
마지막으로 본인이 이제 직접
And Elder is
지어주신
very
구호가
strong, so I
있잖아요.
think it was pretty
바람보다
inevitable.
한번 외치면서 인터뷰 마무리해보죠.
Let's finish up the
네,
interview
같이
with
할까요?
the slogan you
다
came
같이
up with.
할까요? 좋습니다. 그럼 제가
Should we
하나
all
둘 셋
shout out
외칠게요.
Elder over
하나,
Baron?
둘, 셋.
1, 2, 3. Elder over
감사합니다.
Baron.
수고만 나왔습니다. 감사합니다.
And that's the end of the interview with Ruler and back to the space. Thank you.